Everyone. My name is Rahul,
My name is Praneeth.
and today we come from ECDE, Every Child Deserves Education Foundation, and we are beginning with an intro to pre-algebra curriculum.
In this pre-algebra curriculum, we'll be going over two portions. One portion is the pre-algebra curriculum, and the other one is the geometric concepts. In the pre-algebra curriculum, we'll be covering the decimals, prime factorizations, GCF and LCM, fractions, integers, coordinate plane and graphing, expressions, equations, and inequalities, and ratios and percents. In the geometric concepts, we'll be going over angles and triangles, area and the perimeter, polygons and coordinate plane, and surface area and volume.
To start off with our pre-algebra curriculum, we are going to be going over decimals. Here are a couple of examples we're going to go over. The first example is 2.5 plus 3.25. Now, how do we do example 1? Well, you just do it like any other problem. So 2.5 plus 3.25. What you want to remember is when you're adding and subtracting, always make sure your decimals line up. So now just solve it like any other problem, and you have 5.75. Example 2 is subtraction. So you would do it the same way. We'll tackle an addition problem. So that is 5.33 minus 3.21, which gives you 2.12. Now, we're going to move on to multiplication and division problems. There are a couple of rules you want to remember for multiplication and division. How do we do this? Well, for multiplication problems, there's one tactic to make this easier for you. You can move the decimal place one place to the right if both numbers have the same amount of decimal places. So since there's one decimal place in both numbers, so just move it one place to the right, and you can do 108 times 79. This should give you 8532. But since you have two decimal places, you have to give the answer you have two decimal places. So the answer you get is 85.32. Now, the last example we're going to tackle is the division problem. You can do the same thing we did in multiplication and move the decimal place one place to the right. So you have 198 divided by 33, which is 6. But here, the only difference between division and multiplication is that you don't need to add the decimal places because it will be the same thing once you do 19.8 divided by 3.3. Now, let's just go over the rules to remember while doing operations with decimals again. Always keep your decimals lined up. Don't forget to calculate right to left. And don't forget to carry your numbers when needed. That is all for our first lesson in Intro to Pre-Algebra Decimals. I hope you guys have learned from this lesson, and I look forward to coming back to you with more to share. Thank you.